Okay. There we go. I think we're live. I think we're live. I switched things around today, and we're on a different computer. So I'm not sure. Oh, okay. I got the notification on my iPad. We are definitely live. Awesome. Sick. Great. This is so weird right now. I don't like this. I want my computer back. Okay. Um. 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 What to do? Oop, that's my bad. Paused it. Okay. Okay. We're in here. I think we're good. I think we're set up. I think we're set up and ready to go. Um yeah, okay. All right. Well, it's Saturday. It is Saturday and a little update from me because I'm sure you're all dying to know the situation with my computer. Uh I do have a sort of backup computer that I am using right now. It's a very cheap thing that I managed to scramble a few dollars together to get here. And basically, the deal is my computer is going to be in the shop, so to speak, for another week at least. And I. That's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. I'm not pleased with that, but I'll have to make it work. We ball anyways. You know, we keep it moving. So that's what we're doing today. I'm streaming from this computer, whole new setup. Very strange, very weird, very unfamiliar to me, and I'm not a fan. But first world problems, whatever. We'll make it through. I'm still getting used to it, and hopefully it will be it'll be not annoying. Let me see. I just want to bring this up here so that I have this as well. Because I'm a little. Okay. Alright. Cool. Well. Yeah. Alright. We can get started. We can get started. It's Saturday. Saturday. Everybody. I'm excited for Saturday. I'm still trying to get this shit together over here. Hold on. Okay. My computer's gonna be in the shop for another week, at least, and then I have to make sure I actually have the money to get it out. So, that's gonna be like $230. If y'all want to help me out with that, I hate to be that bitch right now, but I do have a coffee. It's not actually linked down below right now. It's linked in my channel bio and stuff like that. But we gotta get her out of jail. We gotta bail my computer out of jail. And I gotta scrape together some money. But that's a whole other problem. My other problem is I didn't really plan much of a stream because I wasn't even sure if this was gonna work, but it does seem to be working. So I guess we'll stream something. I did have a couple ideas. There was something I wanted to watch, and when I say something, I literally just mean, um, hold on. Oh god. Oh god. It's funky. It's all funky. How do I? There we go. Here 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 we go.
888
Here we go. 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 We're gonna start off with a Jesse Lee Peterson video. Yeah? Why not? Why not? I'm feeling spicy tonight. Are you feeling spicy tonight? I'm feeling spicy tonight. Why not? Stop that. I got a little whatchamajig in the bottom right now because I needed something. Anyways, Jesse Lee Peterson. We're probably not going to watch the whole thing, but I started watching this and it was just actually started off a little bit insane. Also, is he just straight up reading off this person's phone number? Is that their phone number? Oh my god, he just straight up read this person's. Okay, I'm gonna take that off the screen for a second because he straight up just read this person's phone number off on 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 his stream. I can't. I'm sorry. I love this man. He's awful. Yeah, whatever. He's just like the dopey grandpa who can do no harm at this point. Like you're just kind of waiting for for nature to run its course here, and you're just kind of along for the ride. And that's very much how I feel about Jesse. I can't even be mad at the shit he says because it's like okay, old man, let's get you to bed, grandpa. You know what I mean? And this one is my adoptive mom put a camera in my room. Jesse Lee Peterson's life-changing advice. Jesse does these call-in sessions, and in my opinion, they are some of his best work. I don't know what else to say. It is just incredible, and I really do think that it's high art. So we're gonna watch a little bit of this, and you're gonna see probably immediately why I felt like I needed to watch this on stream because one, the topic matter is just insane, but also you're calling into Jesse Lee Peterson's show to fucking talk to him about this? Are we are we are we is this who we are? All right. Well, if this is who we are, I'm along for the ride and I want to see what happens. So, let's just do it. Let's just do it. We'll have a little bit of fun. We'll have a good time. We'll laugh. And I will think of what else we're going to do for the rest of the stream. So, enjoy this while I figure out what we're doing tonight.
773. Let me go to first time caller out of Idaho, Iowa, Willow out of Iowa. Willow, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hi.
Hey, Willow.
Well, her first problem is that she's from Iowa. Iowa's not real. I've never met a motherfucker from Iowa. Like, sorry if you live in Iowa, but you're not real. You're not real, my friend.
I'm a first time caller, so I just needed advice on mostly my adopted mom.
Okay.
It has been very stressful with her. I got put into adoption when I was 5. And they immediately put me into therapy for my trauma and everything that happened. But then they started being really controlling. I mean, especially my adopted mom, really controlling. She put this is going to sound really weird, but she put a camera in my room at 13.
Wow.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't put a camera in your kid's room at all. But you see why I felt like I needed to watch this not alone. I feel like this is going to be a wild ride, and Jessie always has the most out of pocket shit to fucking say. And spoiler alert, this girl is 18, okay? He's going to ask how old she is. She's 18, calling into the Jessie Lee Peterson show. Like, are you real? Is this a bit? Like, what is happening? Calling in for advice. Like, what 18-year-old is watching the Jessie Lee Peterson show? Hello? Like, that's her problem right there. What are we doing? Jessie, okay. Yeah, so yeah, that's what's happening here. We've got a girl who's calling in. She's 18. She's calling in about her adoptive mother and her adoptive family, and she wants advice from Jessie. And I'm honestly scared to see where this goes because I'm stalling. I'm honestly stalling. Jessie says some crazy fucking shit all the goddamn time, and I don't know if I can handle it. I don't know if I can handle it.
Yeah.
How old are you now?
I'm 18.
Okay.
I was able to get out. But she had it in there up until I moved out.
And you didn't know it?
Oh, I knew it was in there. She had it recording at all times.
Well, why did she do that?
I couldn't. She wanted me to be safe. I couldn't understand some of her reasoning. Because stuff had happened in my past with my bio dad, and that's why he's in prison. And so she wanted me to be safe and everything, but it just got out of control.
And did you have a adoptive father as well?
Yes.
And did you tell him about the camera being in there and what this lady was doing to you?
He actually knew everything that was going on, and he wouldn't say anything. Like, he wouldn't stand up to her almost.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah, he hardly really stood up to her at all. He always wanted to make her happy.
What a beta.
So we were, yeah.
What a beta.
Did you just call this man a beta? He said, what a beta. I can't. This is a serious subject, Jessie. Come on. This is a serious story. Can we be serious for 5 minutes, Jessie? Hello? I can't. He's so stupid.
And so are you saying you're out of there now? You don't live with them anymore?
I do not.
Oh, good. And are you on your own or what?
No, I live with my boyfriend.
And how's that going?
It's good. They do not approve of him at all.
Your adoptive parents don't approve of your boyfriend?
No.
Oh, okay. And why not?
Okay. So it's really how we met and how old he is.
How old is he?
33.
Oh, hell no. I know she did not just say 33. She's 18. Holy age gap, Batman. Listen, we don't need to do age gap discords, but I think we can all agree that maybe her adoptive parents are in the right this time. Okay, The camera, not the right way to approach things. Bad take, bad move on the mom's part. However, the fact that she is 18 and he is 33 and she's in a vulnerable situation. Like okay. All right, sure. Listen, like I just feel like she left one bad situation for another, you know? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That's so bad move, bad take. I don't like it. I don't like it. Not a fan. Not a fan. And she's calling into Jesse for advice. Please free this this poor girl. This poor girl. I want better for her. I want better for her.
And you're 18
Yeah.
and he's 33?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So your question, I'll come back to that, but your question about your adopted parents is what? Especially your mother, is what?
Yes. So recently, like, she's been all over the place. She always wants my location. She wants to call me every second of the day. I had my first miscarriage a while back, and I thought she would be supportive of me going through all that. And what she told me was, good, you're not ready to be a mother.
Okay.
And that really, like, struck me hard, because it's something that I've always wanted. She'd always told me that I was going to be a good mother and all this. And then when it came down to it, that all happened. And she goes, like, you're not ready. Like, you need to get with someone your age. And it just never works out.
Is Jesse speechless? Like, this is the first time I think I've ever seen him kind of speechless. You know what I mean? Like he's kind of like stun locked. I don't blame him. This is a stun locky story. This is a stun locky situation. But he seems a little look at his face. Look at this man. He's despondent. I think we broke Jesse. We finally broke him. Oh my god. Someone call a doctor. Jesse, you good, man? I know it's a lot. Hang in there, brother. Hang in there. In all seriousness, this is a very sad situation for this girl, and I honestly hate it because there are so many different things that had to go sort of wrong for her to get here. And I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair on her. She's been failed by many different people, and I don't like that she has a 33-year-old boyfriend at 18. I don't like it. I just don't like it. I'm not a fan, okay? I said it. I'm not a fan.
And then, like, before I was able to move out, she got the law involved with me. She sent me to a residential, and I was there for about 7 months. And it was hard to kind of manage all those emotions going on there.
Yeah.
And then when I came back, like, I knew immediately I wanted to get out.
Yeah.
And so I moved out and everything, and then I met my now boyfriend. And we're good and all. But she will bring God, like my little sister, we're both adopted and everything. She was texting me on mom's phone and everything, saying how I'm not going to get any inheritance and all this. I'm like, I don't care about that. I just want mom's approval. That's all I've ever wanted.
And where's your little sister? This your sister? Is she your real sister or adopted sister?
Adopted.
Oh, okay. And when you told her that all you want is your mother approval, what did she say?
She goes, well, they always bring up the past mistakes that I have made. And she goes, well, you would have had if you didn't like move out whenever you were, because I moved out when I was 17, like a day before I turned 18, I moved out.
Right.
And they brought that back up again. We're like, you didn't even say till you're 18. I was like, well, you didn't. Like, they could have made me stay until I was 18. They could have like made me stay that one day.
Yeah.
And they just keep bringing that up. And then they haven't even wanted to even meet my boyfriend at all.
So they have never met
and
him?
Nope, they haven't even wanted to. They are just now trying to. But it's all over the place.
And how are things with you and your boyfriend?
What?
How are things with you and your boyfriend?
They're really good. Everything between us is good.
Oh, okay. And so your question for me is what?
How do I deal with really my mom being this controlling and wanting to be in every aspect of my life and everything?
Now that you're 18, legally, does she have any control of you at all?
No.
Okay. Here's what I recommend. All right. And if you do it, if you stay with it, it will work for you. I want to encourage you to forgive your mother, your stepmother, your stepfather, and your father. Forgiveness means stop being angry. Don't be angry at them at all. They could not help themselves, all right?
Mm-hmm.
They were blind. They were doing the best they could do. Even though it wasn't the right thing, that's all they had.
They could not help themselves. I don't know about all that, Jesse. I don't know about all that. Come on. I mean, they're adults. They can definitely help themselves.
They had nothing else to give you. They don't have love or anything. So forgive them. Don't hold it against them. Don't judge them, meaning don't be angry at them. And then if you are free, you're an adult now, you're on your own doing your thing, I want to encourage you to block her from your phone. You don't need to be talking to her anymore. Just don't resent her. And I want to encourage you to never, ever, ever, as long as you live on this earth, look for another person's approval. You don't need this lady or anyone to approve you. God approve you. No human being. You don't need approval from another human being at all.
Thank you.
So don't try to get her approval, because as long as you try to do.
That's crazy. All right. That's enough of that. Oh man, what a day. What a day, what a day, what a day, what a day. I got a root canal yesterday, which was not fun, but we ball. I mean, it was actually fine. It was funny because they were like, what music do you want to listen to? And I get super anxious when people ask me about my music taste and stuff like that. And so them asking me to like put on some music, I'm like, oh geez, they're gonna judge me. I don't know what to put on. And then finally I'm like, okay, uh let's do Fallout Boy. And not only did they apparently like that choice, but they were literally singing while doing my root canal. It was kind of crazy. Uh, um, yeah, I don't know. It was an interesting time. Let's just say that. Very interesting time. What is going on today? Things have been. Things have been things. Things have been things. Oh, jeez. Um, just clicked on something that I did not mean to click on. Okay, so I'm thinking honestly, I need to get caught up on dear old Candace. Yeah, I skipped this one. I skipped this one. I did watch the. Okay, well, I that's a lie. I let it play, and then I kind of listened to it. So, I'm not gonna do it again. The time traveling one. Really, the gist of that is Candace thinks Charlie was some sort of gifted child time traveler from a different era, and it's really not that relevant. It's just like a weird theory of hers. Like, there's no basis in reality with that one. There's no like the only real like basis in reality is that she says Charlie went to a special school at like an X-Men school. So I don't know what that means. And that's really it with that. There's no real, as far as I could get from it, there was nothing else from that that was really important to be taken away. So, okay, Candace. Charlie was a time traveler. She says that she thinks that she's an alien. Like, she thinks that she's not from this, in her words, quote unquote, she called this planet ghetto. So, that's what we're working with here. Really, I don't know what to say. She just keeps going. I don't know what this why Nick Fuentes is in the thumbnail of this video, but let's finish watching this, I guess, or start watching this. I started watching it and I did not finish it, so we'll just go from the beginning.
All right, you guys, we have a lot to unpack today. So I, for weeks, was working on a pretty strong tip, something that happened online, which I would say is third-party information. A person stationed at Fort Huachuca who claimed publicly that they had seen Erica at Fort Huachuca. They were certain of it.
Right. She's got like an Erica Kirk sighting at Fort Huachuca, and I don't really know what this has to do with Charlie's death. None of this has anything to do with Charlie's death. She's just kind of throwing as many ideas out there as possible, and it's very funny. Hey, how's it going? I am... Yeah, no, that's true. I got an update about my computer though. It's gonna be like another week, so I'm using my backup computer, my backup shit. I scrambled together a few bucks and bought a very cheap sort of thing that was on sale, so we're rocking with that for another week, it seems. But yeah, it might be the only thing she's right about. For sure. For sure.
And then they sort of got chased offline and they deleted it. Anyways, I was able to follow that lead and I have some more information there. I can tell you Erica disputes that narrative. But in addition to that, I can assert that
No, and the battery also needs to be replaced, so I'm having them do that as well, so it's gonna be like a week. And but yeah, but it's fine. She'll be back in at least working order when I get her back, and we'll be ready to go. Oh man, I'm still trying to get used to this like setup that I have right now. It's a little janky. Yeah.
feel completely comfortable that saying or stating clearly that Erica is definitively aware and familiar with the Fort Huachuca base, intel base, because once upon a time she shot a teaser for a short film there or around there, and the general topic of the film is not going to go a long way in terms of dispelling conspiracies. Also, later on in the show, I want to discuss Nick Fuentes because, man, oh man, I was kind of fine with everything he's been doing.
I'm more interested in the Nick Fuentes beef, you know? I honestly don't really care that much about her Erica Kirk conspiracy theories. I'm interested in the drama between her and Nick Fuentes. That's what I'm here for, Candace, if we're being honest.
I've always maintained that he's not for me. His content's not for me. I also have maintained that he's clearly a federal informant, but who cares if people want to follow him? Well, now he's caught my attention.
Do we think Nick's a federal informant? I think Candace is serious. Because I think Candace is unwell. To put it as plainly as possible. I think that Candace is serious to a point with what she says. Maybe she's hamming it up a little bit, but I think that 95% of what she says, she is serious about. because she does things that indicate that she is just not mentally okay. And it's not just her commentary. It's like actually sort of like unhinged things like she homeschools her kids because she thinks there's like some big conspiracy happening in the public schools or in schools in general, and that they're and she had like a really bad feeling and she just had to take her kids out of school, and she thinks Charlie Kirk came to her in a dream and said he was betrayed, and she pissed off all the Christians when she did that. So it's just there's a lot of stuff that Candace says and does that just to me indicates someone who is not in the best place mentally. So I do think she's serious about a lot of it at the very least. You can make an argument for like a little bit of it being fake, but yeah. Yeah. Because I think that's also part of what really draws people to her is that she is genuine. Like she does mean what she says, you know? And people kind of sense that about her. It's scary. It's a scary power of hers, I'd say.
Because frankly, he's trying to soft sell pedophilia. That's what he's doing. And I just don't know how to ask for us not to do this as a society.
Yeah, I think she had one of those liberals hurt my feelings, and so I sort of reactionary pivot to the right kind of thing. I think that it was a genuine change, but it was a genuine change, but it was a change that did not come out of like a ideological commitment or anything. It just came from a place of she got pissed off by a certain sort of side and decided to go to the other side. Because she had that whole thing, like the whole like hate crime thing as well. So like lawsuit and everything like that. So I mean, she was definitely somebody who was more liberal leaning to begin with, and then she had that thing with that website that people kind of called her out and were like, that's not really a good thing. And I think that was ultimately around the time she kind of made the switch. But yeah, I do think that she is just not I think she's just a little out there, you know. But it is a crazy turnaround. But it's a crazy turnaround because again, I think she's a little bit not well. So it's kind of like it's going to be a little bit illogical. It's going to be like a hard logic to follow because it's coming from a place of illogic, you know. But that's my take on Candace, at least. There are definitely a lot of people out there who are just straight up grifters, but I do think Candace is one of the like is a grifter to an extent, but a lot of what she says and does, I do think it's coming from a genuine place. I also just wonder what it's like to be her family, because she'll talk about her cousins or her sister, and I'm like, what is it like to be them? Like, are they on the same wavelength as her? Like, are they also a little bit out there? Like, I don't know. As a full transphobe PTW. Um, Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if she's yeah, I don't know if I'd say she's like I don't know if I'd say she's like Anna. Anna's I mean, I guess a little maybe. I'd have to think about that a little bit more. But yeah, Anna's definitely transphobic. I mean, that's just that's just a given. It's just like how Jillian Michaels is Islamophobic, you know? Like it's just some things just are. um but yeah, no, Anna is definitely transphobic. She tries to sort of paint herself as still being an open minded person, but it's just one of those things that I think she's not able to wrap her head around and sort of accept. And it's not a good thing, obviously, but it is not necessarily uncommon for people to have like things that they can't accept, even if they are in general a more usually open-minded person. But yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, she's like that. I think it's yeah. I think I think it's like the reverse because I feel like Anna's Anna got called out because she was sort of exhibiting certain certain like certain opinions, I guess. And Candace, I feel like she was working on something, and I because I think it was the website where you can kind of like track it when you read through like her history on like her Wikipedia and shit. But it is like around that time where she gets like pushback from basically I think like not even just like the like liberals or anything like that, but conservatives as well about like the website she wanted to make that people were like it's a doxing website, blah blah blah. And I think that that ended up sort of triggering the what was probably already someone who had somewhat out there opinions and wasn't necessarily like I don't think she was ever necessarily super committed to the liberal opinions that she may have exhibited. But yeah, I thought it was just the birthing person terminology. I don't know if I for sure knew that it was other things, but that was just a that was just like a red flag for me. And then being willing to sort of discard trans people in their pivot to the in their like attempt to pivot more to like the right and like that kind of thing and get into like more of like a quote unquote populist position. um it's like it's there where it's like, oh, I kind of see that you don't really care about trans people. Like they're just like an afterthought to you and not something that you're actually committed to protecting. um so yeah, that it was like that, and combined with the birthing person thing that sort of set off the red flags for me. But the birthing person thing was just so silly that it was like a yeah, I do think Candace is just not all there. Like that is all like it's hard to sort of trace the logic because it's coming from a place of no logic. like like it's coming from a place of logic that is not really known to the average person because it's Candace logic. It's unique to her. Um, but yeah. So that is just, and Candace is also transphobic and shit with her whole Brigitte Macron theory and everything. um, it's just, yeah. So, ugh. It's a whole mess. I wonder if Candace's family just like shuts up and lets her cook because she's bringing in the money. Like she's probably providing for everybody at this point. Like I guess you just sort of go along for the ride but like I don't know. Like is there ever a point where you're just like, "Hey Candace, that's a little insane." Like is there ever a point you get kicked out if you say that shit? You get told to, kick rocks and like will she tell her cousin to go fuck herself if she's like, "Hey Candace, maybe you should chill on that one." I don't know. I'm so curious about their family dynamic.
Can we not? Can we just not? Why can we, as a society, not agree to just that one simple term? Welcome back to Candace. Okay, you guys, Fort Huachuca, the public response, it was way too over the top. We don't really need to unpack everything that transpired, but suffice it to say, it was pretty clear they were panicking. They were bringing out Mitch's baby mama drama, sons, everything to say this never happened, and we're going, what's going on here? Why are you guys so freaked out about this base? Clearly something happened here. Then we learn more that it's an intel base. We learn more.
You think Candace doesn't talk about this shit off camera? She said the French government was trying to kill her. I'm sure that had to have come up off camera. I'm sure that's a topic that came up at the dinner table. Ain't no way. Like like there's no way. Like I believe they don't watch, but I just don't think that there's any way that she's not talking about this shit off camera as well. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I just given the weight of some of these topics that she has, like some of it's like led to her getting sued. Like I'm sure they've talked about that. Like, why are you being sued, Candace? Oh, it's because I think Brigitte Macron is a trans woman, and I won't shut up about it. Like, I don't know. I feel like it has to come up eventually. So, I don't know. I just wonder. I just wonder like how you interact with her if you're just someone. Like, how do you interact with her if you're her husband? Like, how do you interact with her if you're her cousin or her sister? Um Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they do. That's why I want to know so bad. Like they could just be I think it's probably just they let her cook because she's bringing in the money, Like she's making bank off of this and probably paying for stuff for them, I imagine, at least some of them. They're probably benefiting from this in some way. So they just let her go. But But I just wonder, like, how do you even, like, what do you do? Like she streams for like an hour a day. What does she do the other 23 hours of the day? I want to know. I want to know so bad. I'm so curious. His wife beat him up again. That okay, but like that did happen. So like it's possible. Like I know they said that shit was like, I don't know, they said they were like joking around or something. I don't know what their excuse was, but that video was pretty that video was pretty, it was pretty damning. It did not look great. But I doubt that she beat him up again or anything. Yeah, there was like a video. Hold on. I mean, I might be able to find it. It's not like a crazy. I mean, it's kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy actually. Hold on. Oh man. What is it? Give me a second. Oh, I did not see Ben Dixon defending uh Richie, but that doesn't surprise me. But here, I'm not sure how good this video is, but see, you can see like it's just like a like little moment. It's just so awkward. But that's what they were referencing. It's from like 7 months ago. Yeah, I mean, it could be. People do drink on planes, so it's definitely possible.
Or about how they were teaching courses to their agents on how to pretend that they're Christians and to be inserted within Christian organizations. That got weird. That's definitely weird, right? And then came obviously the PR blunder when people say too much almost in trying to debunk something, when they pretend like they don't even understand English words. Fort? Fort? Can you put it in a sentence? What's a fort? Gosh, these people are so insane. Erica wasn't at some fort. Okay, Andrew Colbert, little too much. Like I said, he's got a lead foot. Vroom, too quickly. 0 to 100, too fast. If I was their PR agent, and to be clear, I do think Turning Point USA should put me on a monthly consulting retainer. I can help. If it was me, I would have been like, oh, Fort Huachuca. Yeah, we all know Fort Huachuca. Yeah. Yeah, Erica lives nearby. Actually, I think maybe her mom worked there. I don't know. Let me call her and see. She might have been there. I have no idea. I'll see. I'll get back to you. I would have played it cool. No.
Yeah, I don't understand how people do it. I can barely just fly on a plane normally. So I can't imagine being drunk on a plane. I've been slightly hungover on a plane, but I've never been drunk on a plane. I'm not sure how that would go. Yeah, I don't know about that one. But also, I feel like that's a rich person thing because who else can afford alcohol on the plane? I can barely afford like a snack. um, yeah, I don't like flying. I'm not a big flying person. Like I'll do it, but um, I prefer to keep myself on the ground. But yeah. Planes are scary. Planes are scary. My dad does not fly at all. So, I'm better than him at least. But now, drunk on a train, that sounds fun. That sounds like a good time. Being on a train just sounds like a good time in general. I like trains. I'm a fan of trains. I think they're pretty cool. They're pretty neat. Yeah. Trains are nice. Planes are okay. I'm not a fan of the pressure change. I'm not a fan of the enclosed space like that. That could like a pressurized enclosed space. Yeah, but trains are cool. I haven't been on a train in a long time, but trains are cool.
Ooh, Andrew's all like, here's a pic.
Yeah, I don't really. I mean, alcohol's just expensive in general. Like it's hard to get like cheap drinks anywhere, to be honest. Like you find me someplace with a cheap drink. I haven't been on a train in a long time, but when I was younger, we took a train to Vegas and we had like a cabin and stuff, so very fun time. Especially when you're like a kid and stuff. It's just like a whole experience, you know. But yep, we took a train across the country to Vegas. It's not much for a kid to do in Vegas, but the train ride was fun. But yeah, $10 for beer. Alcohol's just expensive in general. I don't like I'm not like a huge drinker. Um, I'll have some wine every now and again, but other than that, oh, I love the screenshot of Candace here. She looks like a monster. Oh man.
Picture of her with her babies on the wrong date. She wasn't she wasn't building a pillow fort. No, she was eating burgers. I like Chipotle. What, Andrew? What are you saying? Why do you seem nervous? That was, people with common sense. That's how I think we all felt. And
Yeah, I mean, I'll have like a little wine or something, like a very light wine. Like I'm very much like very much a wine drinker. But also like alcoholism kind of runs in my family, and so I'm not really someone who's like interested in getting super into drinking alcohol just on like a safety basis, you know, but I do partake in other things, but alcohol is not really my vibe, not really my jam, not really not really a great time. Every time I drink it, I remember that I don't like alcohol, and I'm like, why did I do this to myself? So, yeah. House parties or certain clubs, I guess. Yeah. Um, yeah. Also like some holidays, I mean, I always like to ring in the new year even if I'm not at like a party or anything. I like to have like something to like toast in the new year. But yeah, other than that, I guess there's church. They use wine there. But yeah, not a huge alcohol person. It's a little for me.
I am going to tell you a lot. I can, like I said, assert she definitely has heard of Fort Huachuca. So I was interested when some people that were based at Fort Huachuca back in 2010, around 2010, maybe 2011, reached out to me to inform me that they knew Erica and that Erica definitely knows the base because a bunch of
Smuggled into the movie is a little crazy. I mean, I don't know if it's just because a lot of the movie theaters around me just straight up serve alcohol, so it's like I mean, I guess if you don't want to spend money on like that, then it makes sense to like smuggle some in, but uh I mean, I'm not judging. Like, do what you want. Do what you do. You do you. Like, I'm all for breaking the rules every now and again. I just think that's funny. But yeah, I could definitely see how that could be fun. I usually am driving myself to like the movies and stuff like that, so um I don't really get to drink much. Like that's like it's funny cuz that's like the only time I like actually like drinking is like if I go out for like dinner or something and I want to have like a drink with dinner. Like I like to order fruity drinks with my dinner, you know? But that's like the time I don't get to actually drink because I usually drive myself and I'm like, I'll have like one maybe. To be fair, we smuggle in snacks too. Hey, I mean, do what you gotta do. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that, that shit's expensive. That shit's expensive. I get it. I think for me, if I'm going to the movies, I'm going almost exclusively because I want the popcorn. So it's like I have to pay for it. I have to like actually go and pay for, because I'm like I actually want the popcorn. But 'cause I do love movie theater popcorn. So, I had a friend who would just like go and buy like popcorn from the movie theater and then leave. I've definitely considered doing that before, but I haven't. I haven't gone that far. But I'll be like, yeah, it's about time I go to the movie theaters, and then it's like, I guess I gotta actually find a movie to watch though. I'm not a big movie person. Uh, I've logged 0 movies on my letterbox this year, I believe. That being said, I want to do like a kind of like movie night kind of thing, but with those like really shitty um like shows that you get advertised on like Facebook and stuff. Cuz I love bad media. I love it so much. There's also yeah, popcorn and a soda. Yeah, pretty much. I sometimes I'll get some candy, but usually it's just popcorn and soda. Oh man, now I want popcorn and soda. Now I want to go to the movies. I cannot afford that right now. Uh, ooh, that's nope. But yeah, damn, I don't even know what's playing. Like I don't even know what's out there right now. That's how untapped in I am. I have no idea what's in theaters right now. That's crazy. I actually could not name a single movie that's in theaters right now. Wow. I had not realized how like disconnected I had become from everything like movies. That's crazy. Okay, well, rip. Um they have so many Erica Kirk theories now. I can't even keep them straight. Like they've got her involved in human trafficking, all sorts of other shit, like a secret family. I don't even know. She's about to throw out like another one, I think. Actually, um I might skip to the Nick Fuentes stuff because I'm not super interested in the Erica Kirk stuff. Only go in the daytime. Yeah. I mean, sometimes I'll go at night. I haven't gone to like a midnight showing since I was in like middle school, but sometimes I'll go for like a late night movie. Kind of depends on like if I'm seeing it with someone who maybe has to like work, and it's like, oh, they can't go to the movie until late, so or something, or they have like rehearsal. I have a lot of friends who are actors and stuff, so Nick Fuentes is not beating the Fed allegations.
Off your order.
Here we go.
All right, let's get to Nick Fuentes. Staying on this theme, it sort of feels like over time they've been softening things and making it sound different. This is, by the way, for people who initially, and I know people have changed their minds as things grew more radical, but I think
That makes sense. That makes sense. Gotta get those deals. I just haven't gone in forever. Um, what was the last movie I saw? Actually, I think it was Superman. I think it was definitely Superman. So, I did see a movie last year, at least. That was last year. But I don't tend to like. I don't know. I don't go alone very often, so I usually am like, "Hey, do you want to go see a movie with me?" To like my best friend or something, and if she's like free, if she finds time, because she's very busy, um, then it's like cool. But otherwise, I probably just am like, I don't really care that much. Like, like I'll just catch it on, I don't know, on whatever streaming platform it's gonna be put on or something, or go to fucking like pirate it somewhere. I don't know. I should probably watch more movies. I should probably get back into watching movies again. I say again, but I've never been a real movie person. I should just start watching movies finally. My heart lies in the theater, to be truly honest with you. I love a good play, I love a good musical, I love a good live theater performance, and you'll catch me at plenty of theaters, but not so often at the movie theaters. So,
think people who initially were supporting the transgender movement were not doing so out of evil. They just, it's, this kid's going through some stuff, or I want to be a supportive parent. I think they were very ill-guided. It was obvious to me that as soon as you start saying that children have the authority when they're 4 to decide about their bodies.
oh god, this is going to be a whole transphobic ass segment. That's great. All right, let's go. Let's go. Oh man. God damn it, Kansas. I saw Superman and Predator. Yeah, I think I only saw Superman. I stopped logging things on my letterbox a while ago, so I'm not sure. Hold on, let me see. Let me see what I have here. Oh my god, I have to sign in. Oh, it's been so long. It's been so long. I have to literally sign in. Oh my god. Oh, this password has appeared in a data leak. Oh, that's great. I wish I cared. Yeah. I've got I didn't log anything last year. I didn't log anything in 2024. Although no, okay. Yeah, I didn't log anything in 2024. I logged A Night to Remember in 2023, which is a movie about the Titanic from 1958. And then in 2022, I have Rudolph's Shiny New Year, The Year Without a Santa Claus, and Unaccompanied Minors. So all Christmas movies. So I didn't watch any movies up until December of 2022. This is when I was actively logging movies in my letterbox. October 2022, I watched Clue, Over the Garden Wall, Back to the Future Parts 3 and 2, but not Part 1 for some reason. Olympus Has Fallen because I was on vacation and it came on. Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit, classic. And The Lodger, which is the 1927 version by Alfred Hitchcock, because I am attempting to do an Alfred Hitchcock marathon that I will probably finish when I am like 80. I will finally get through all of his movies by the time I'm like 80. July 2022, I watched the Lego Movie and Elvis. June 2022, Six String Samurai. Not a bad movie. May 2022, The Days of Jesse James, which is a 1939 Western. The Pleasure Garden, 1925, one of Alfred Hitchcock's early movies. These are all which are like silent films. I watched War Games, The Sandlot, Back to the Future, because I guess I decided to watch that one in May and then watch the rest of them in October. Took me a few months. April 2022, I watched Batman. Do they? I enjoy them. I enjoy some of them. I enjoy them. I enjoy older like movies and shows. So, um like Strangers on a Train, 1951. Dial M for Murder, which is one of my favorite movies, is 1954. It's another Alfred Hitchcock movie. The Tigger movie, 2000, classic. Night at the Museum, Battle of the Smithsonian, because why not? The SpongeBob SquarePants movie, actually a banger. The Simpsons movie, also a banger. And Night at the Museum, the first one. And that's all of the movies I have logged on my letterbox. So that is all of it. That is what we got. I should probably watch some movies this year. I put on my I put my one of my like New Year's resolutions was to read more books, but maybe I should have put watch more movies as well. I wanted to watch Stand By Me, especially after Rob Reiner was killed, but I haven't rewatched it, and it's probably one of my favorite movies. It is one of my favorite movies. It might be my favorite movie. I'm not sure. Definitely a good movie though. Have I seen the OA? No. I have no idea what that is. Hmm. What are my friends watching? Death Note, The Mastermind. I have one friend who watches so many movies that like he literally went to see a movie like every single day of the year. Um a book called Everybody Knows. I def recommend. I'll definitely I'll take a look. I'll look into it. See if it's something I'm interested in. I have a bunch of books lined up already, but I will definitely take a look. Oh. Yeah, I I I I have not. No. Um no, but yeah. Yep. I got a lot of shit lined up. So, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. I tend to just rewatch things like every time I get like an itch to rewatch something, I'll put it on and that's just kind of how I vibe. And then I watch a lot of YouTube, definitely. The girl on the train. Okay. Yeah. I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of not even just like content creators necessarily, but like various different like media on YouTube, like old speeches and stuff like that. Um various different things. Whatever crosses my feet. Um but yeah, and I don't watch a whole lot of shows or movies or anything like that these days. But I want to. I want to start watching them more. I feel like my media diet has gotten pretty stale. So I'm trying to spice it up this year. uh Slowly but surely. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right, let's see what Candace has to say about trans children, I guess. Oh god.
We know what comes next. We just know what comes next. It's obvious. And it's never, they're always trying to throw these things out to exist between like a left right paradigm, but it's just the sickos at the top trying to accomplish their aims. And also,
True crime is definitely interesting. It can be a bit like, it depends. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely good. I like true crime. It's not bad. I gotta be in a certain mood for it though, for sure. But I read a lot of like nonfiction stuff and watch a lot of like documentary stuff. I don't know. I don't know why. I'm just like learning things. Watching this dude get caught for Lolly. Apparently it's illegal, but somehow Vosh got away with it. I don't know anything about that. I'm not even gonna pretend I know what that's about. I mean, I know what Lolly is, but I don't know what Vosh did with that. I don't know anything about that.
slowly introducing this in culture. We spoke about that, how they're now kind of soft selling us incest and pedophilia at all times. And of course, if you've read Hollywood Babylon in our book club, then you know that this is the founding story of Hollywood. That is Hollywood's founding story. They were after this Babylonian culture. They largely imported a bunch of Viennese directors who had been engaging in pedophilia over in Vienna, and that it was rampant. It was just rampant. Anyway, Nick Fuentes is one of these people who is trying to soften it. So for
Oh, that's crazy. I don't know how you accidentally. I'm gonna be real. I don't know how you get into a situation where you accidentally pull up Lolly on stream, but I mean, I guess if someone sends something to you and you don't check it before putting it on stream, that could be the case, but at that point it's like I'm no longer talking to the person who sent me that shit. Like we are no longer friends. That's why he doesn't debate anyone anymore. What what is the connection there? That's crazy. Um but I mean Vosh is, you know, he's someone. He's certainly a person. Vietnamese instant noodles. Yeah. You should. That sounds like a good idea. Oh, I just like pushed this door open. That sounds like a good idea. I might make cookies after this. I have cookies that I've been thinking about all day. So, I might make some cookies after this. I might make some cookies. I don't know how much longer. Okay, see, now, sir, why are you okay. Okay. See, you put yourself in that situation. That's your own damn fault. What the hell? Is he just too embarrassed to debate people now because of that? Because that's funny. That's crazy. I think that's very bold having Lolly open in another tab while you're streaming. Like, oh, okay. I think I vaguely knew that, but I think I just blocked it out of my mind because I didn't want to remember that. Yeah. I'm thinking about cookies. I really do want cookies. They're like they're turtle, like turtle delight cookies. So they've got like pecans and like caramel. I'm pretty excited about it actually. Uh but yeah, having Lolly open in another tab is bold. I close all tabs that I'm like even like I don't want anybody to even possibly see anything here. If it's like I don't know, like an address or like personal information or something, I'm like y'all can all go away. Like I get rid of all that shit before I start streaming. Yeah, I guess. That's crazy. That's crazy. Look, I don't I don't think you should be looking at Lolly at all, but especially not while you're while you're streaming. You especially shouldn't have that shit open while you're streaming. That's crazy. Um but looking at it in general is also just crazy. So I don't even know who Tom Dark is. Who the hell is Tom Dark? Who are these people? Oh god. Like, ooh. Yeah, I know who Destiny is, obviously, but I don't know who Tom Dark is. Sounds slightly familiar.
Clarity, before we listen to this clip, Jeffrey Epstein had been accused of trafficking children, 8 years old, 11 years old. He, for his own birthday, as a birthday present to himself, found some 12-year-old triplets who were dirt poor, and his friend, Jean-Luc Brunel in Paris, flew these 12-year-old triplets to Jeffrey Epstein, okay? No one's arguing about Jeffrey Epstein's perverted interest, a sexual interest. Someone's arguing that. However, Nick Fuentes is going to explain why actually that's not pedophilia. Take a listen.
This whole pedo thing, it's like, is it really pedophilia? I don't want to be the one that has to say it, but I guess I'm being forced to say it. It's not.
Oh. Shocker. Okay. Yeah, that's not really surprising, I guess. That I don't know what he's getting canceled for, but if he's friends with Destiny, then like I don't know. I imagine it's not anything good. I mean, imagine it's pretty fucked up or something. Um Oh, Turkey Tom. I see that's a name I actually know. Okay, yeah, Turkey Tom. I'm not like super familiar with him, but I've definitely heard that name before. But yeah, what the hell is he getting canceled for now? Hasn't he already been canceled? I feel like all these people have already been pretty canceled. Quote unquote canceled, you know?
Really pedophilia, okay? they weren't trafficking 5-year-olds. It was like they were technically not legal. Big difference, in my opinion. I know that.
God, is that just like a rite of passage for these people? Like, is that just like a thing that they have to do to like, is it like a hazing thing? You have to engage in revenge porn? Like, what is going on? God damn, dude. That's crazy. Wow. All right. Well, yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah, exactly. Like, is this like a rite of passage for them? You have to engage in some sort of revenge porn in order to be part of like Destiny's in group. Like, what is going on? Why is it always some sort of like sex-based crime with these people? God damn. I'd like to go back to a time before I knew who Destiny was, man. Like, my life was so much simpler back then. It was so much more peaceful. Oh my god, dude. What the hell? You had it for blackmail? Like, that's just like you're just okay. Like, why were you see listen, I am a person who is, do whatever you want with your body. I'm not going to sit here and police you. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what to do. I will, however, always advocate for being safe with your body, and that means safe in taking pictures and sending them to people. Because some people you just should not send that shit to. Like, just, or don't like fucking, like, god damn, like, fuck, dude. That's fucked up. Like, that's really fucked up. That sucks, dude. Like, you really gotta be fucking, like, I just honestly just put like a, and why the kid shit. I don't even know I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't even know if I want to know. Um, but yeah, no, like, that's just, you gotta be, you like, ugh. You gotta be careful. You gotta be fucking careful, because even if it's like someone you think you can trust, like, one bad fucking afternoon and your shit's all over the goddamn web or something. Like, that's just, it's so fucked up. That's, ugh. It's so gross too. I don't understand how you could be like, I like, it's such a baffling thing to me that someone could do that, that I can't put myself into the mindset of someone who would do that. So I'm just like, I don't understand. I don't understand how you get to a point where you're like, let me share these images because fuck this person. It's just like, oh, you got to be real fucked up. Like, there's got to be something real wrong with you in the fucking brain if your mind can even go there, cuz I can't even make my mind go there. Like, I can't even get to that point, and you're just like, "Yep, I'm gonna do it." Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. That is insane.
That's a controversial take, but that's not really the issue there. Okay. The issue is not that they were barely.
Uh. Okay. Alright, listen. Again, I'm not gonna police what you do with your body as grown, consenting adults. So whatever you do, with you and your partner in the privacy of your own room, that's what you do. I might have some opinions on it, but I'm gonna keep them to myself, you know? Like that's for me. You don't need that. You don't need to know my opinions on that shit. That's just it's just whatever. You do you, man. Like as long as you're two consenting adults, I guess it's whatever, but um yeah, definitely not something I'm personally into. So that's crazy. That's crazy. It, I'm not gonna say it's always a certain type of person, but it does seem to always kind of be a certain type of person who's into that shit. And like I don't know, maybe there are normal people out there who are into that. I haven't found them yet. um yeah, I don't know. Um yeah, no, for sure, for sure. He definitely would. Um yeah. It's yeah, we live in a certain we live in a time. We live in a time. We live in a time. People are people are people. I try not to judge, but also oh boy. All right. Okay.
Legal teens, which is what it is. It's horrendous. It's awful. It's pedophilia. Okay, relax. No, the issue is that Epstein
I mean, yeah, that's chill. I mean, that's good. I'm glad that they felt comfortable coming out and felt like they could come out and were able to. Um yeah, I mean, yeah, that it's just fucked up. That's just fucked up. Again, I don't understand how your brain can even get to that point where it's like, I'm gonna do this shit. That seems wild to me. Like, all right, white dudes who say the N word. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, let's not. Let's just not. Let's not even get into that topic.
is a Jewish spy probably working with Israel. That's the dilemma there. He's working with Israeli intelligence.
Honestly, this is a time where it is appropriate to say this.
Stop. That's it. That's all I have to say. Stop.
Agree. I watched that. Just
She's using Erica as a meme now. Hey, yo. Like, they're not even, like, on the best terms. Like, they're still kind of beefing. She's just throwing Erica up here. Erica and her, like, bad performance. Oh my god. The point is all these people are still around and still get a lot of views, so that goes to show how widespread it is. No, for sure. I mean, I think people just there's just a lot of people out there who don't care about this kind of shit. Who don't care about like the victims, who don't care about the negative consequences. It's just there's just a lot of people who don't care. So they get away with it. I mean, that's why canceling isn't like a thing really, It's like people are always like, "Oh, I got canceled," but they usually aren't gone from the public sphere. They might lose a little bit of clout, a little bit of like relevancy here and there, but usually they're able to bounce back and it's not a big deal. Um so yeah, I mean, it's just kind of how things are. I mean, but it's also just I mean, it's misogyny, it's patriarchy, it's all that bullshit. I mean, you could go on for days, you know. Um, it's how our society is built. It's just how all of these sort of systems that are put in play end up sort of playing out. It's unfortunate. I legit think she hates Erica. Oh, definitely. She hates Erica. She hates Erica. She'll act like she doesn't. She'll act like Erica and her are on like not the worst terms, you know, like they're not like fighting. They're on like decent terms, blah blah blah, but she hates Erica. I don't think she likes Erica at all. No, for sure. She thinks Erica's lying to her. Um she mentioned in like I don't know which one of these it was, but she talked about how she had like a meeting with Erica and people at Turning Point USA, and she ultimately, without saying it, she basically said that Erica sort of lied to her or misled her. So she I don't think she trusts Erica. I don't think she fucks with Erica at all at this point.
Stop right there. Why? Why are we always here in society for no reason? How easy is it not to do that? Okay? Not to try to use some technicality, which, by the way, who do you think is in control of these definitions, by the way? I mean, they are changing the definition of what it means to be a girl and a boy right now. So if you can find, well, look at this definition. Technically, if the person is 11, if the person's not under 5, who cares if they're prepubescent? The point is not pedophilia. We're just, we've expanded the definition. We're constantly expanding and changing definitions to confuse people against common sense, okay? If you are sexually interested in prepubescent children, you're a pedophile. How about that? Is that easy? Thumbs up? Cool? We good? And what is just so remarkable to me, and like I said, I've been fine with him doing his thing. Obviously, he's a federal informant. It's ridiculous for people that don't understand that. It's ridiculous that people just keep following him despite.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what it was. She's been throughout this whole time, she's been insinuating that, like, before the meeting, she was, you know, insinuating that Erica knew more than she was letting on and blah, blah, blah. And then after the meeting, she cooled down a little bit. And ever since the meeting, there's been little points where she'll talk about something that's happened. And now she's talking about Erica being at a military base and all sorts of other shit, even though Erica supposedly has supplied an alibi and that kind of thing. And so she doesn't trust Erica. She's made it very sort of clear that she does not trust Erica, even after the meeting. Like she's implied that they lied to her during the meeting that they had. That she's since figured out that they lied to her during the meeting about some things, and so the thing is, Candace doesn't need to really go after Erica because her audience will do it for her. She has basically offered Erica up on a platter to her audience throughout this whole period to like go after her in her stead. So it's an interesting strategy and it works because it's Candace, but that is definitely what's happening here. It's just an interesting series of events.
The overwhelming evidence. I mean, this guy took a meeting with Dan Wilkes' partner after years of screaming about Ben Shapiro and talking about Israel. And all. He took a meeting with Defend Texas Liberty and Ferris Wilkes' partner and pitched. They actually, one reporter got documents, was pitching to sell the data of his followers. And people were like, that's fine. He led people into a Capitol with a bullhorn and said, ignore police, storm the barriers, as if he had fed Like he had fed instructions, and we know for a fact he was informed the night before by Milo Yiannopoulos that the feds were going to be, that there was some Fed trap happening. And despite that, he went with a bullhorn. He didn't just attend, he had a bullhorn, and he's telling people to storm, and he doesn't get arrested. And his lawyer wants to go off record when he's asked directly about whether or not he is a federal informant. It's been so in your face and obvious. The ridiculous, oh, I just got a quarter.
No, her audience is locked in. I mean, hell. Like, they are... Romanian here. I can't help but wondering what was Erica's quality in taking care of and working with victims of sexual abuse. I mean, was she a psychologist or a therapist or even a survivor of abuse of any sort? What makes her suitable for such a delicate field? Thank you, Candace, for the bravery and sticking to the truth. The last time Erica Kirk didn't look suspicious was about 4 months ago when we knew nothing about her. Like, there's so fucking much, dude. There's so much, dude. There's so much. Candace, I have a lot of information about Courage House, the new facility opening this fall right outside of Reno, Nevada, which is located a few miles from brothels like the Bunny Ranch. There used to be a Courage House facility in my current town. Like, Nick's reemergence into the mainstream was extremely sus. Also, his estrogen levels are spiking when he gets mad, lol. Oh my god. Just reminding everyone how Erica Shabbat Shalom Kirk never mentions Jesus Christ despite being so Christian. Candace using Erica's stop clip was unexpected and hilarious, especially since it was used in a serious manner. Yeah. How is it possible Erica was involved in so many shady things? The Ukraine orphanages, weird music videos, reality TV, Trump pageants, and now weird doomsday videos? Is it just me, or does the average person not have even one of these on their resume? It has been a while. I thought it'd get old for them. Like, way crazier shit happens on the daily. Yeah, you would think. You would fucking think. But these people are locked in. I believe that Erica Kirk is a honeypot and Charlie was her assignment. If Erica believed Charlie was murdered by a random nutter, why would she immediately place herself in the same position as the only parent left, unless she felt totally secure? Like, they're so suspicious of Erica, and it's just, like, I have my thoughts on it, because I do think a lot of it comes from, misogyny. Like, she can't grieve properly, even though I will say some of the things she has done has been a little bit odd, but I try not to judge how people are grieving, because everyone grieves differently. I do think that given the microscope she's been under, she maybe should have made some better decisions, like her costume choices her outfit choices when it comes to like Turning Point USA, like Amfest and that kind of thing. It's like they set you up with that shit, bestie, but yeah. It's just a lot. I'm a foreigner living in China. How would she have lived here and worked with victims of sex trafficking? Does she speak Chinese? It seems completely unbelievable that she could do anything like this, particularly given the sensitive nature of the topic, without a mastery of the language and cultural nuances. What's more, if this was paid work, she would need to obtain a work permit, which, from personal experience, is quite a thorough formal process that required evidence of employment, qualifications, experience, etc. Nothing about that claim seems believable. That's crazy. That's crazy. We got somebody It's crazy. Spy work. Spy work. They think she's a spy. And how would a teenager who isn't yet an adult obtain a work permit? How did she pay to go to China? And how did she know what trafficking was back then? What? I only found out what it was when the Epstein scandal came out. Okay, that's on you. Like, that's your fault that you didn't know what human trafficking was before Epstein. These are the people we're dealing with. Like, this is her audience. This is her audience, bro. Yeah, the government is threatening like 5 countries and like 3 genocides ongoing, and they care about Charlie Kirk. Yeah, no, it's insane. It's insane. Like yeah, but like, how do you not know what human trafficking is before Epstein? Like, I definitely had heard of human trafficking before Epstein. Like, before that whole scandal came out. I mean, I definitely knew what human trafficking was before that. This person is saying that they did not know what human trafficking was before Jeffrey Epstein was exposed as a human trafficker, like a sex trafficker. So I'm and not only that, but they are accusing Erica of being suspicious because she did know what human trafficking was before Jeffrey Epstein. Like, that's what's happening here. This person is saying it's weird that Erica knew what human trafficking was. It's suspicious. Of all of the like weird random things you could latch onto, the fact that you're like, also, she happened to know what human trafficking was before Jeffrey Epstein. That's crazy. That's suspicious. Lock her up. Oh my god. Yeah, there's so much going on. There's Epstein. There's there's a genocide in Sudan. There's still a genocide in Gaza. Um, there's fucking attacking Venezuela, bombing Nigeria, threatening to invade Greenland. You've got like European countries moving troops to Greenland. Like, there's I don't think it's facetious. I think this person is being 100% serious when they say, I only found out what it was when the Epstein scandal came out. I don't think they're being facetious at all. And how would a teenager who isn't yet an adult obtain a work permit? How did she pay to go to China? And how did she know what trafficking was back then? I only found out what it was when the Epstein scandal came out. I never knew it was a thing until I was in my late 30s. Erica sure had some incredible foresight and money-making skills for a school kid. This person is saying they did not know what human trafficking was until their late 30s. Like, yeah, but this person apparently did not hear about it until their late 30s. Like, this is the audience that Candace Owens had. People who don't know what human trafficking is. You would think that, but apparently not. Apparently this person is not an Alex Jones watcher. Oh my god, dude. I don't think they're kidding. I don't think they're being facetious. This person is being completely serious when they say that it's suspicious that Erica Kirk knew what human trafficking was, what sex trafficking was, and was attempting to help victims of sex trafficking. Like, I love how this person thinks that Jeffrey Epstein invented sex trafficking. In this person's world, before Jeffrey Epstein, no one was ever sex trafficked. That's incredible. That's incredible. No, that's amazing. Oh, wow. No, for real. uh, like, your late 30s is crazy. Oh, wow. And then that comment got 7 likes. There's 7 people who saw that and went, that's a banger comment. Like, let me like that. Oh my god. We are so cooked. We are so cooked. Oh, we are so cooked, bro. I'm 72 and I've never met someone that has been involved with so much. Movies, reality TV, CIA documentary, Miss Arizona, Romanian orphans, Chinese orphans, and can't forget Turning Point USA. I'm exhausted just trying to remember everything. She's just a Renaissance woman. I love this idea that, like, I love how this idea hinges on one, all of these things being accurate, and two, Erica being incapable in her 30 plus years of being all of these things. Like, I will say, I did see some clips of the CIA documentary. I don't think it's a bot. I don't think it's a bot. Bots have like a certain way of kind of like you. Yeah, I don't think it's a bot. But I will say I saw some of the supposed like CIA documentary footage or whatever. Uh, it seemed to me that it was like a role that she was just hired to play. Like, it didn't seem like it was something that she was heavily involved in. Like, I'm not like an Erica Kirk, you know, truther or anything. I don't really give a fuck about Erica Kirk, but I give a fuck about reality and like facts. um they never heard of Trump, maybe. Maybe. But yeah. Like, it just seemed like something she was like hired to do, which would not be very strange if she was someone who worked in that field. I mean, maybe it's because, again, I'm an actor. I have friends who are actors. I know how common it is to just get hired for random little roles here and there, and as an actor, you're gonna say yes to basically anything you get. like, um, like, that's just one of the main things, especially if you're like someone who's trying to like get into the field and trying to like make a start, make a name for yourself. You're gonna say yes to whatever the fuck people give you, um, like, barring, like, you know, straight up unethical shit, like, or something that you know you can't do because of, like, I don't know, union rules or whatever. You're gonna do whatever the fuck people give you, whatever the fuck they throw your way. You're gonna be like, give me that shit. Like, yep, I'll do it. So I suspect it was probably just like a thing she did. If she was like into talent, if she was like into like pursuing like some sort of like talent career, like a career in talent, um, which is not necessarily impossible given she was in pageants, she, you know, Miss Arizona, all that shit. So I don't know. It did not scream suspicious to me, but that's That's just my analysis of the situation. I don't know enough about the Romanian or the Chinese orphans to comment on that, but I did see the sort of, oh, she's in this weird CIA video thing, and to me that was just like a very hollow sort of conclusion to come to. But who knows? Maybe she is involved in some crazy shit. I don't know. There's not one person at Turning Point USA that doesn't understand what you're asking Erica for, including Erica. They're just giving you the runaround. Yeah, so all sorts of shit in these comments. All sorts of shit. All sorts of shit. And the fact that Erica claimed she had no idea what Fort Huachuca is before swiftly being exposed is on par with Josh Hammer claiming Charlie was going over Israeli talking points, was going over Israeli talking points with him the night before he was unalived. I love how they're saying unalived. I love how even in the Candace Owens comment section on YouTube, you have people saying unalived. Everyone's awoke. Everyone's awoke. Just straight lying to our faces. Oh my god. Oh, are they? That's hilarious. I thought they liked Sydney Sweeney. I thought Sydney Sweeney would be safe from the transvestigating. Did she get, like, ugly or something? Do they think she's ugly now and that's what's happening? Like, what happened? In every murder, spouse is number one suspect. This person can't even spell spouse. 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 Spouce. Not just expected, but actually murderer as well. Except Charlie's, apparently. Like, wives and husbands don't kill each other for insurance. 100%. Except for Charlie's. Can't even spell Charlie, even though it's right in front of you. It's right here in the comment ahead of you. Someone already spelled it. It's Charlie. Except for Charlie's murder, apparently the wife was congratulated for what? I don't even know. Life insurance will look at beneficiaries too, except Charlie's, lol, just for some odd reason. Candace needs a Becoming Erica series ASAP. No, I know. I just think it's really funny to see these people saying shit like unalived. That she doesn't condone racism. Oh. Did she say that? I didn't even realize she'd said that. That's funny. Oh well. I mean, I don't know. That's unfortunate. I don't like to see anybody get attacked by, these guys. Apparently her neck is too thick in proportion to her head. Okay. Like, it's Sydney Sweeney. Like, I think it's weird that she's dating, like, Scooter Braun, Like, that's the shit that I'm like, okay. But, like, never once have I looked at Sydney Sweeney and gone, oh, her neck is too thick in proportion to her head. That's not gonna work. Like, oh, man. Erica wasn't in some fort. Reminds me of her saying she's never been on an Egyptian plane. Okay, well she never has been. Oh, that's what they're saying. Oh, that's the semantics. Oh god, dude. It's so fucking crazy. All right, let's just let's let's get through this. I need to finish this up. It's way after. I didn't realize it was after midnight already.
million in Bitcoin from France from a guy who's killed himself and published a letter 24 hours after he was dead because he set it on a timer and it's in perfect English. And anybody who's ever been to France, French people don't speak perfect English. They are not writing a letter in English, even if they speak perfect English. It's just been so absurd that it offends my senses. It offends my sensibility that people have been following him. This is a Glee Club kid, okay? He's dramatic. I like Nick Fuentes clips, like I like watching Real Housewives clips. And this is, by the way, the problem, as I've said, that heterosexual men cannot continue to follow theater boys. This is actually an illness in our society, is that people who are playing the part of men and are actually at their core theater boys and want to go to Congress and want to have platforms and would never fight wars, they are, for whatever reason, being listened to by actual men. This was just unbelievable to me that the statement was made and you couldn't see that it was going to end here. Of course, this is what happens. This is what happens when you elect or you decide that you're going to follow people who don't like women. That's the reality. They don't like women. So family offends them. And despite making that statement, he then tries to do a 180 and pretend he didn't just say,
Like, yeah, he doesn't like women, but you're so close to getting it. You're so close, Candace. Like, he's misogynistic. He's misogynistic. He's not. I mean, listen. The jury is definitely still out on Nick Fuentes and his sexuality. I'm not going to sit here and say he's not gay, but that's not the point. The point is he's also just a misogynist. And Candace won't say that because that's not her thing. But he is. He is.
what we heard him say. Here's what he said in a follow-up where he's going to yell at you for hearing what he just said, which is that it's not pedophilia. Take a listen.
This is not just about.
No, yeah, she worked for Ben Shapiro, which is like a whole fucking thing. Like, her and Ben Shapiro have like a whole fight going on right now that's kind of like stupid too, but yeah, she just, oh man, Candace.
Somebody was trafficking girls somewhere. That's not the story. The story is someone was trafficking girls to acquire blackmail to sell to Israel. That is the point. And that is what I said last night. I said, for someone to make it all about pedophilia, I said, it's kind of just like, it's not really true because, again, it does get away from what's happening there. It is not satanic pedophilia cult stuff. It is really run-of-the-mill prostitution and sex trafficking, but for a international political purpose. And it's important not to lose sight of that. I saw Marjorie Greene say this is about female victims. It's actually not about female victims. It's about the integrity of our government. You understand the difference? It's not to say we're not sympathetic. It's not to say that it's not criminal. It's not to say that it's good. I'm not defending it. I'm saying this is not Dateline. This is not a human interest story. This is a layered crime. It's one crime in the furtherance of a much more politically significant crime. But all these dumb I mean, they literally just don't have the IQ to understand that. For them, it's just about screeching about the same nonsense every day. They don't understand what they're talking about. They have no idea about anything. They hear something they don't like. They say, oh, he's with Israel now. He got paid.
This trash on trash crime. That's all this is. It's just trash on trash crime. Nick is gonna yap for a while, I assume. God, he's a real yapper. I'll give him that. He's a real yapper.
Done with that.
Yeah, this is the kid who sat across from me and said that people that are sub-Saharan just don't have a high IQ. Let me tell you what he strikes me as. Nick strikes me as someone who was really bright in high school.
Shocker. That's so shocking. No, that's so shocking. Graper gets exposed for some shit that's contradictory to being a Graper. Ooh. Ooh. Didn't see that one coming. I mean, yeah, I mean, these guys are all just kind of full of shit, you know? Like, they're full of shit and hatred, and that's it.
He got a little bit of fame and he stopped reading books. That's it. This is what happens. People go, I made it. I don't have to learn anymore. I can just shut off my brain and keep repeating the same talking points. Because if you do not understand that this is a cult, that the theology matters
I
much.
have no idea. I have no idea about the cat boy. I just know there was a cat boy. But I don't know if he was a Graper too.
Much more than the politics, okay? This like left-right dialectic, it means nothing until you understand the theology that is guiding these elites worldwide. And it is, in fact, occultic. It is, in fact, satanic. And these are, in fact, ritualistic. It's all over. You need but read articles that are in your face or conduct even a minor incursion into the history of psychology, which was brought upon our shores, a minor incursion even to the establishment of Hollywood. It's right there in your face. And by the way, it is actually low IQ anti-Semitism, like you call it, to just go, oh, well, that's just all Jews. That's why I don't like Dave Smith. I don't even like Dave Smith, even though he's completely on our side on everything. It's him. That's actually what low IQ anti-Semitism is. Because to be clear, this occultic ritualistic stuff, these people are gypsies. They exist.
Like you've got anti-Semitic Candace Owens calling anti-Semitic Nick Fuentes an anti-Semite. Trash on trash crime. What else is this? What else is this but trash on trash crime? All right. Okay. How much of this is left? There's like a few minutes left. I just she's gonna say a lot of shit. She's like, oh god, something about Satan. Yeah, I'm gonna stop this here. I'm gonna put us all out of our misery. Oh my god, Candace. So it's not surprising that she's saying fuck Nick Fuentes, because Nick Fuentes has been saying fuck her for a while now, so not really, a surprise there, but she's fighting on like 5 different fronts right now. I'm almost impressed, she's got Ben Shapiro up her ass, she's got Nick Fuentes, she's got Turning Point USA, she's got Brigitte Macron. She's got so many fucking ops out here. It's very funny. Very funny. Yeah, he's a Graper. I just googled it. The fuck is a cat boy anyway? I mean, I think it's just kind of exactly what it sounds like. No, it's a fucking cat boy. I'm not sure how to explain it. I think it's just one of those things you gotta, if you know, you know. Yeah, this is insane. Oh, man. Oh, brother. Oh, okay. Yep. Yep. So that's, yeah, all right. My brain is so fried. My brain is always so fucking fried after watching Candace Owens. Like, she actually turns my brain into fucking scrambled eggs, dude. It's ridiculous. Like, I have to like take a moment to come back to reality after watching her bullshit. She's just so, it's incredible. Like, how many she's picking a fight with everyone. Yeah, she is. This has 1.5 million views. It was streamed live what, 3 days ago now. So a little bit of like a fall off from how she was doing before, which is what I expected to happen going forward. But yeah, 2 days ago, 1.5 million. I mean, she was getting almost like 3 million a month ago. 2.2 million. Does use a litter box. Is it ironic? I have questions. Yeah. I don't know. I can't answer those questions. I'm not a cat boy. I'm not a professional. But yeah, a little bit of a fall off, but not too much. She's still very relevant. Still very relevant, consistently relevant, which is terrifying. But I gotta wrap this up. This computer is definitely begging me to put an end to this. I don't know how much I'll get to stream. I will be live tomorrow because it's Sunday. But I don't know. I don't know. There's some videos I wanted to work on, so I might try and do that, especially going into the next week. So we'll see if I'll be streaming, but I will definitely be live tomorrow. And yeah, that's it. That's it for tonight. I am sleepy. I'm gonna go make those fucking cookies. 100% about to go make those fucking cookies, dude. Yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, take care of yourself. Have a good night. Peace, love, all that shit. Don't be like fucking Candace. Take it, just be normal. Be fucking normal. And research Catboys. Definitely research Catboys, because those are some deep questions that need answering. But yeah, I gotta go. I gotta dip. So I will see you all later, tomorrow. I don't know, whenever. And yeah, that's all I got. So later, bye, all that shit. Yeah, see you tomorrow. All right, adios.